there, this is Helen with Helen and Sharolyn, your business coach, your marketing coach, branding coach here at Helen and Sharolyn. As you know, most business owners who own a small enterprise want to have their pockets full of cash, but they find out that it isn't. And it all starts here in their planning and budgeting. Today, we're here talking about your budget towards marketing. It is so important to have a budget in place for the whole year or a duration of 6 months. And this is all because of three very important reasons, and they're not limited to these three that I'm going to be talking to you about, but you can sleep at night knowing that your efforts for you and your business will make this year to grow sales. So that's one good reason why you should have a budget in place. You will have an estimate of your marketing expenses, and you will know who and when to contact the right people to get your plan moving. And lastly, but not the least, you know you will grow this next year or that 6 months, whatever duration you chose. So a part of marketing budget, right, and planning all this out and organizing yourself, you will realize that you're going to have some strategic plan involved as well. So you can't just grab a budget out of whatever. Like, what is social media going to cost me? What are events going to cost me? What are these collaterals, digital or printing collaterals going to cost me? Well, don't think about that in those terms. What you need to do is lay out your plan as far as what you want to be committing to throughout the year, or I'm going to talk to you about 12 months, but you can do this for 6 months if you will, just to kind of test this out, right? But what you want to do is have a plan strategically lined up of what you're going to commit to for the next year. So in other words, if you say social media, which I highly, if you listen to any of my other webinars here, you can see that I'm very, highly recommending that you go through with social media, because that is a ground where you can really take charge of and get yourself out there, get your brand known out there, whether you're an educator, whether you're a dental practice, whether you're a dental laboratory, or even a manufacturer distributor in the industry. So guess what? When you have the strategic plan lined up, right, and outlined to what you can commit to, you and your staff, whoever's involved in growing the business, is involved in, then guess what? Now you just go through the lines and say, hey, how much is it going to cost me? How much time is it going to cost my people? That's all money as well. Time is money. So as far as social media goes, if you need a little help and you reach out to someone like a marketer, a marketing company in the industry, then how much is that going to cost you? Right? If you're going to do a photo shoot or a video shoot and you have to hire professional videographers or photographers, then how much is that going to cost you? So you have an outline of a plan that you're going to commit to for the next year, and then you have this budget that plays a big part. Now, let's just say, for instance, that your budget, your estimated cost, expenses for the next year that you want to be committing to your marketing is going to cost you, let's just, for instance, take it to $10,000, okay, for the next 12 months. So if you look at $10,000, if you look at it from a month-to-month point of view, that's like less than $1,000 per month, because there's 12 months in a year. So you are thinking, oh, month to month, wow, $1,000? Close to $1,000 for marketing? That's a lot of money. But when you look at it in terms of a whole year's planned out, knowing that this plan is going to take your business to the next level, guess what? $10,000 is not much when you're trying to grow $100,000 or even $50,000. You're still coming up $40,000 off this marketing that you're doing for the next year. So that is not by any means bad. And also you get to measure the return on investment, the ROI we call it, right? And it's exciting to see the sales grow according to how much you spent so far. And so this is really all exciting news. If you're even growing $10,000 a month because of your marketing for the last 3 months that you're going to commit for the next 9 more months, guess what? You've only spent less than $3,000 and you're bringing up sales $10,000 each month, right? From the 3rd month on. That's 9 months. Even just $10,000, that's how much? 9 months times $10,000, that's $90,000. So now you get a real measurement of your return on investment. So upselling is great, newsletters are great, social media advertisement are great. Whatever it is, You want to make sure you have all that outlined and a budget set in place for the next whole year. Commit to that. Thank you for listening. Bye.